Hi, this is Shogo, and I am going to show you all of my parts that I have chosen to create a new PC in December 2009. The Intel Core i5, a quad-core processor for the LGA 1156 motherboards. The LGA 1156 is not as fast as the X58, however, it operates at lower temperatures, and so do these new generations of i5 and i7 processors. I sacrificed the hyper-threading feature. The Core i5 does not have hyper-threading, but it still is a quad-core, so that's still pretty good. And going for retail is $229. I paid $150. They were on sale during Christmas at the Micro Center. The Western Digital Velociraptor hard drive has 10,000 RPM. It's extremely fast, and many review sites have chosen to use this hard drive as part of their PC demos. It's pretty expensive, $229.99. I got it at Fry's. RAM is cheap nowadays, and currently they run for roughly $25 a gig if you choose a 1600s. That's basically what's being mass produced at this time, and usually you want to buy the memory that's being mass produced, and currently the spec would be the one at 1600. I chose Kingston because, well, it says here that it's for the Intel i5 core. Whether or not that really matters, I figured I'd play it safe, and I got my 4 gigs for roughly maybe $100, $110, I can't remember. But anyway, Kingston's a good brand. I also chose the Radeon HD 5850. This is very difficult to find, at least at the time of this review, and the only, I mean, there are a lot of companies that make Radeon video cards, but this was the only one on the shelf from Diamond, and I got it at Fry's. It was the last one. Retail $309.99, and that's what I spent. I also got the Gigabyte P55-UD4P, and this motherboard is also so difficult to get. Sold out everywhere. Fry's doesn't even carry it. I was able to get the last P55-UD4P at the Micro Center. And what's amazing and popular about this motherboard is it's extremely low temperatures, keeping your system very cool, and a lot of gamers like to use this because a cool low temperature motherboard is great for overclocking. I also chose the Kingwin power supply, and it's the LZ660. Looks very nice and goes great with the Coolermaster sniper. And here it is, all put together. Let's turn up the volume here. That's at maximum airflow, and it's not really that loud. But check this out. Very quiet. That's a hard drive, it's booting. But anyway. I really like this side grill over here. It's just great for airflow. There goes my Kingwin power supply. And there goes my 5850 ATI 5850. And it's amazing that this thing is just so big. It's considered or classified as a mid-tower. However, it's a lot larger than a mid-tower. It's just huge. This thing is gigantic. Well, so that's that. Alright, let's take a look at this in the dark. Very quiet case. These 200mm fans are just so quiet. It's incredible. And that's at maximum airflow. You can hear it, but it's a nice soft hum. Not very loud, and that's what's great about 200mm. Okay. Now, let's run the Resident Evil 5 benchmark on the 5850, running an Intel i5, 4 gigs of RAM. Alright, Windows 7 64-bit. We are going to run the Resident Evil 5 DirectX 10 benchmark. Let's begin. Notice that the ATI 5850 is running at 60 frames per second. It is handling this with no problem. Alright, look at my specs. The Intel Core i5 CPU 750 at 2.67 GHz. ATI Radeon HD 5800 series at 1920 by 1080 by 32-bit DirectX 10. Results 60 frames per second flat. Look at that. That's just incredible. That is just amazing. And the demo runs again. But there's no need for this. Look at that. 60 frames per second. That's right, baby.